I love superhero movies. I really do. But when they're done this poorly, it can really piss me off. My name is RaisorBlade, and today we are going to be looking at Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad was one of the most hyped up movies of 2016, and judging from the trailers, yeah, I can kind of see why. Harley Quinn was going to be in the movie, we were getting a brand new Joker, had this huge all-star cast. All in all, Suicide Squad had a lot to get hyped up about. Too bad it failed horribly at everything. After Deadpool was released last February and got great reviews from critics, DC got a little bit nervous with Suicide Squad, especially after Batman vs. Superman got really bad reviews for its overly dark tone and lack of humor. So reshoots were demanded, and thus the entire production was put on hold. Hell, half the entire movie was done by a completely different editing studio. A trailer-making studio. Because of this, the film just came out having weird pacing, forced humor that just didn't really work that well, and some serious tonal inconsistencies. So, when the movie came out last August, big shock, it got bad reviews. While not as bad as Batman vs. Superman's, the film was still heavily criticized due to its nonsensical plot, direction, editing, and lack of well-defined characters. But, despite the criticism, however, fans fell in love with the movie, right to the point where they tried to shut down Rotten Tomatoes for it. Yeah, remember when that happened? How dare they have an opinion that's different than ours? How dare they not know the source material before this movie even came out? But come on guys, let's get serious. Is the movie really as bad as everybody says it is? Yeah, it is. I remember when this movie first came out, I already made a video about it, and while I didn't love the movie exactly, I didn't hate it either. And after a year, I've come to realize that just because you really want to like a movie doesn't mean you can forgive it for when it does suck. So, consider this review to be repentance, guys. My mind has changed, and I'm ready to give this movie the thorough thrashing that it deserves. So, without further ado, this is Suicide Squad. Let's begin. So the movie begins at a prison known as Belle Rev, where we meet the first member of the Suicide Squad, Will Smith. I mean Deadshot.
One day, somehow, someway, I'm gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna rain down on you like the Holy Ghost.
These lands are so hitting, aren't they? Up next, we have the queen of crime herself, Harley Quinn, who has a giant open space rather than a cell, and she's half naked? Where's her prison uniform? Don't all prisoners have to wear them regardless of their gender? You know, I figure since we have like 36 genders in the world now, I just thought that maybe it wouldn't factor in at this prison. I understand that this isn't the most respectful establishment, or the cleanest prison, but Killer Croc has a fucking prison uniform, so why doesn't Harley? Why does the fucking Gator get a prison uniform, but the hot, sexy chick doesn't? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Good move on you, DC. I see what you did there, fucking assholes. Yeah, very, very, very classy indeed. Suicide Squad! Because a flashy opening will totally distract from the fact that this movie has no fucking style whatsoever. So here we have Amanda Waller talking to some people about a task force she wishes to create called Project X.
We got lucky with Superman, he shared our values. The next Superman might not.
You're playing with fire, Amanda.
I'm fighting fire with fire.
And by fighting fire with fire, you mean fighting superhuman strength and heat vision with fucking boomerangs. You see the problem there, Waller? So Miss Waller begins to introduce the members of Task Force X one at a time. Why we couldn't be introduced to them the same way Deadshot and Harley Quinn was introduced, I'll never know.
Floyd Lawton, a.k.a. Deadshot.
What was that? Why did it just show Deadshot's face there for a quarter of a second? If you blinked, you would have missed it, but weird.
Hey, Angelo. This is the exterminator you called for your rat problem?
No one gets paid until what needs to get done gets done.
Nope, that's not the rules. No money, no honey.
Okay, relax. There was an accounting error. We said it.
Now double it for being a dickhead. Did you threaten me? This dude's gonna get a sore throat from all the singing he's about to do.
Man, Will Smith is really good at being, Will Smith, isn't he? To the movie's credit, Will Smith is a good actor, and I do like Will Smith, but I don't know who Deadshot is as a character. I never read the comics, so I trust the movie to tell me who Deadshot is as a character. Instead, all I see is Will Smith being Will Smith who's pretending to be Deadshot.
But everyone has a weakness, and a weakness can be leveraged.
Mama stays in bed a lot.
Yeah, she's still going out at night?
Dad, it's okay. I can take care of her. Mama says I can't live with you because you kill people. Daddy, I know you do bad things. Don't worry. I still love you.
Daddy, I know you kill people. You also do drugs, you also sleep with hookers, and you also have AIDS. But I still love you. Act!
It's over, Deadshot.
Alright, Batman's in the movie. Now you know someone's gonna die. You know, because Batman kills people. That's what he does. Absolutely. But in all seriousness, why the fuck would Batman just up and attack Deadshot out in the open like that right next to his daughter? She could get hurt. Batman wouldn't do this, alright? He would at least wait for him to take her home or something like that. Wait for him to be all alone and stuff, then fight him. What the fuck happened to Batman? DC, what the fuck are you doing to this guy?
Daddy, please.
Zoe, move!
Please, Daddy, don't do it. Don't do it.
Daddy, please. Please don't do it. Daddy, please. No, don't do it. You don't kill him. God, this chick's terrible.
Where'd you put him?
Let's just say I put him in the hole and threw away the hole.
Jesus, is that what counts as dialogue these days? Let's just say I wrote a good line and then threw away the piece of paper that the good line was on. Yeah. Next, we're introduced to Harley Quinn's backstory, where she was once a doctor named Harleen Quinzel, who was assigned to the Joker to try and help him.
She thought she was curing him, but she was falling in love.
There is something you could do for me, Doctor.
Anything. I mean, yeah.
I need a machine gun.
And that's it! That's all you need right there. We don't need to see anything else. It's not like Harley and Joker are some of the most interesting characters in DC. There's a reason why I was all cut out of the movie, folks. What's with the goat and panda? I mean, I get the Joker's weird and all, but what the fuck? Wait a minute, who was that guy? Why'd you just show that random guy for a second and then cut back to Joker and them? We don't see him ever again in the movie, so what the fuck?
What do we have here?
God, what's with the editing in this movie? He didn't even reach the table before he's like, ugh! Like, what the fuck?
You helped me by erasing my mind what unfaded memories I had. You left me in a black hole of rage and confusion. Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you. Really, really bad.
I wanted to like him. Like, no, seriously. I gave him a chance. I was really open to seeing what Jared Leto had in store for us. But honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. There's just not enough material in this movie for me to decide whether or not Jared Leto is going to be a good Joker or not. Now, I don't really blame him for this. The movie has just been so heavily edited and so much of his stuff was cut out that, frankly, I understand why he was so pissed by the final cut. But from what I've seen so far from this movie, I'm not impressed. There's a fine line between being crazy and being the Joker. The Joker is the physical embodiment of chaos and destruction. He's not just a guy who acts weird and does weird shit.
You're crazy.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
Jared didn't understand that in the months during filming when he acted crazy to the rest of the cast, sending them dead rats and all that kind of stuff in the mail. It just doesn't feel like something the Joker would do. The Joker often had a point to his chaotic personality. He had a message to send, but I think Ralph the movie maker said it best.
See, it's really easy to just say the Joker is crazy, but the Joker isn't just crazy. He enjoys chaos. But it's like people who didn't understand the Joker as a character wrote and designed the character. He's a damaged guy, so let's write damaged on his forehead. He doesn't like Batman, so let's have a tattoo of a bat symbol with a knife through it. In the film The Dark Knight, Chris Nolan and Heath Ledger took as much time as possible, both on and off screen, developing his character, so he can be as intricate and as interesting as possible. The Dark Knight takes up so much screen time to show the Joker isn't just a crazy guy. He embodies chaos. He's an idea. In this movie, they don't have the time or the talent to convey this. So they just have the Joker say, literally, I'm an idea. How about you really work with Jared Leto to craft the best version of Joker you possibly can? I don't give a shit if he gave out gifts to the entire cast and character. What is he about?
He sums it up perfectly. I could not agree with Ralph any more than I do now. And also, I'm just going to put this out there, and no pun intended, but Joker looks like a joke. He looks like a fucking joke. He looks retarded. He looks stupid. All the tattoos, the bling, and all that kind of crap, the weird clothes he wears later on in the movie, he looks stupid!
Are you sweet-talking me?
You're a lucky man. Met a bad bitch.
Oh, there she is.
Okay, what's with the fucking Instagram filter? Like, is that supposed to tell us something bad's about to happen? Like, oh man, shit's about to go down. Why not just let shit go down? It's the fucking Joker. We know shit's about to go down.
Pardon? You're cute. You want me? I'm all yours.
Holy shit. That sounded just like Arlene Sorkin. Holy shit, that was good.
Fine, don't waste my time then.
This is your lady.
Look, are you enjoying yourself?
What the fuck is with the editing in this movie? Like, she didn't even sit down. Like, she's still walking, and then the next scene, she's sitting down already. Like, what the fuck? It's also weird that the line starts right as the scene cuts. Like, right as the next scene is, right as that cut begins, suddenly the Joker's talking.
Look, are you enjoying yourself?
It's almost like we missed a part of the conversation, and it's like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's like a huge part of it was cut out. Probably was. So after killing that criminal for insulting Harley, because Joker's always cared so much about her, he and Harley are forced to run, with Batman making a second cameo appearance to catch them. Yay! Batman's back! Hopefully this time he'll get to brand somebody in the hopes that they get shanked in prison. Another thing that Batman's been so well known for doing.
Couldn't.
Dead. Wait, what? How did the Joker escape? Where did he go? How did he just disappear so quickly? Movie, you can't do that. You can't have a character be in a car wreck like that and expect him to just disappear out of thin air like that, okay? The Joker isn't like the Flash where he can just zip, zap, zip-a-bop out of there. It's not happening. Also, we just saw the Joker kill a guy for disrespecting Harley, but then he just ups and abandons her? Movie, can you give me some consistency, please? I mean, granted, that's more like the Joker from the comic books, but not like the Joker that we just saw earlier. Oh, come on. You guys are making this shit too easy. That didn't even look remotely real. So for the last 10 minutes, we've established the characters for both Deadshot and Harley, but for some reason, the next couple of characters don't even get 1 minute, if you can even call it that. Captain Boomerang robs a bank. That's it. Also, Flash is there.
No honor among thieves, eh?
Killer Croc's here because... Then there's the Enchantress, who is...
A sorceress from another dimension, another world.
Wait, what? You have a sorceress from another dimension? Then why the fuck do you have Captain Boomerang on this team? Like, no, seriously, how the fuck does a guy who throws boomerangs compare to what is borderline an interdimensional god? I mean, where did she even get that power? How did she even get to this dimension? Movie, you are raising so many questions that it's fucking ridiculous. So Amanda orders Colonel Rick Flag to watch over the Enchantress, and apparently as expected, things got personal between them.
Are you gonna kiss me or not? I have the witch's heart, and Dr. Moon has his.
And that's that! You don't need to see anything else. God, movie, if you don't want me to care about these things, don't introduce them, please.
What if Superman had decided to fly down, rip off the roof of the White House, and grab the President of the United States right out of the Oval Office? Who would have stopped him?
Wonder Woman. Or Batman. Or Flash. Or Aquaman. Or Cyborg. Or anyone who's not Captain Boomerang.
But what happens if the next Superman becomes a terrorist? Amanda Waller has a plan.
I want to build a team of some very bad people who I think can do some good. The next war will be fought with these metahumans, ours or theirs.
Yes, you are going to fight the next Superman with guns, a mallet, boomerangs, a gator man, and a witch. I mean, the witch might stand a chance, but the rest, I mean... Waller, are you fucking nuts? Alright, do you belong in that insane asylum? Because at this rate, I think you do. So instead of showing us all the characters we're meant to get attached to throughout the film in, say, the first 10 minutes at the most, we had a lady talk about the characters we're supposed to get attached to for 20 minutes. I think because so much of the movie was cut out, they had to make a brand new scene that reintroduced all the characters for us, and boy, does this scene feel like it was last minute. Also, wasn't the last 20 minutes set up to establish these characters and how they can help the world? Why do we need this scene at the Pentagon where a man is just going to tell us the same thing again? If we have to be at the Pentagon, then why not establish the characters at the Pentagon? Use your heads! So in order to convince the board to side with their Project X, she decides to show them the Enchantress.
Enchantress.
Wow. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That was kind of a cool little visual right there. Probably the best one in the movie. A hand flipping over was the best visual in the movie. Neat.
How about a little something from the Weapons Ministry Vault in Tehran?
We've been chasing these plans for years. Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
She doesn't do anything like that in the rest of the movie, so why is she just randomly touching him? It may seem like nitpicking, but they're trying to be funny, and it's just not. So after getting approval, Amanda travels to Bella Rev to see her people, one of them being El Diablo.
That ain't me.
That wasn't you.
You ain't the first to ask, and you ain't gonna be the last. I ain't no weapon. I'm gonna die in peace before I raise my fist again. Caused enough harm.
Okay, guys. So we find out later in the movie that El Diablo killed his family. He murdered his wife, murdered his kids, by accident, grant you, but he still killed them. And that's the reason why he's a pacifist. So, why is he in the prison yard killing everybody and being all like, yo, what up? You want some of this? Like, it doesn't make any sense. What, did you kill your family, decide to kill everyone in prison, and then become a pacifist? Just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, like, if you're going to argue that, oh, he was sent to prison for other reasons, then how can we never find that out? How come they never say it in the movie? I guess because El Diablo just wasn't good enough for that kind of characterization, was he? Up next is Will Smith. I mean Deadshot.
Hey! Give me the word, boss. I'll drop him.
Everybody calm down.
What's for dinner?
Ames, if this man shoots me, I want you to kill him. And I want you to go clear my browser history.
Well, I'm glad to see you have your priorities straight there, buddy. A guy points a gun at your head, and you want to clear your browser history. Not tell your family you love them, just clear your browser history.
All right, now you know what you're buying. Let me tell you the price. I want full custody of my daughter. And her mom can have, like, supervised visits. But her stank-ass boyfriend can't come. Donnell can't come.
Darnell's out.
He's out. Now, that's my price, but I'm concerned because I don't see nobody writing shit down. Oh, I'm sorry. You thought I was talking to you. No, errand boy. I'm talking to your boss. That's my price, sweetie. You know what it is.
Look, I like Will Smith, okay? I really do. I think he's a great actor, and to be honest, he does do a good job here. At being Will Smith.
Yeah. Open the door, let's go! Anybody who touches me is dead. Anybody who Ah! Oh.
Next.
Are you deaf? You one of them deaf hoes. He's like the gold standard, okay? Triangle, bitch. You just threatened me?
Yeah.
He just threatened me.
Pussy.
I will knock your ass out. I do not care that you're a girl.
Where you been, homie? This ain't my fight. You know what? You don't stand for shit. You ain't about shit.
That is just a mean lady. What am I, 12?
You played yourself, dog.
Bitch, I'm having a drink. I get up there, smack on her ass, tell her knock this shit off.
So after showing everyone his skills, Deadshot still refuses to join the Suicide Squad as they won't help him get his daughter back.
You notice these are criminals? They're psychotic, antisocial freaks. It makes no sense.
God, I hate the fact that they keep pointing out how bad of an idea this is, but they're still gonna go with it because, you know, movie.
But without you minding her, your lady friend stays here strapped to a board in a drug-induced coma.
They warned me about you. The dumbass didn't believe the stories.
Nobody does.
I'm sorry, was Amanda always this much of a bitch? I mean, okay, she was a little bitchy in the Justice League series, but holy cow, she really is an unlikable bitch. I just thought, you know, we should have at least one character we want to root for in this movie. I mean, I get they're all bad guys and all, but so far, I don't like any of these characters. They're either too dull to remember or just plain dicks. So we cut back to the Joker, who's trying desperately to find out where Harley is. Again, something Joker would totally do. Okay, what's with the knives and the guns and the beer bottles and baby uniforms in the corner? I mean, it looks nice, but aesthetic-wise, it doesn't really make any sense. Again, the Joker always had logic behind his weirdness. It wasn't just, oh, now there's knives surrounding the Joker because he's the Joker. So it turns out one of the workers at Bella Rev is actually working for the Joker.
Oh my God.
What the fuck am I looking at right now? Am I looking at the Joker or am I looking at some weird pervert? God, it's like they're trying to turn him into a sex symbol who groans and moans with every movement he does. I don't know. It just makes me uncomfortable. And not in a good way. Heath Ledger could make you uncomfortable in a really good way because you could never tell what he was about to do.
I could tell you meant that. You're gonna be my friend.
Well, that's that scene. We don't need to see any more of the Joker. I mean, it's not like we waited so long to see a new Joker and stuff, and you hyped it so much that Jared Leto was going to be a great Joker and stuff. It's just that with the trailer and stuff, we saw more of that scene, but now we're not going to see more of that scene. Nah, I'm sure the movie's just going to be fine without it. So the Enchantress escapes for a bit in order to release her brother Incubus. He inhabits another person's body and begins to wreak havoc in a subway. In other news today, there was an orgy going on in the subway between a white man, a black man, a police officer, and an interdimensional demon. Good lord, Donald Trump's gonna have a field day with this shit. So, because Incubus is wreaking havoc, Wonder Woman comes in and saves the day. What? What do you mean, no she doesn't? Well then where the fuck is she? Don't tell me you don't know. We need an explanation as to why she's not showing up. Look, if there's some giant creature out there that's going to destroy the entire planet, Wonder Woman has to be there. Otherwise it's not going to make any fucking sense. Fine. I guess we need the Suicide Squad then.
We're going live with Task Force X. Pull them.
Listen, you're being transferred. I don't know where you're going. It's for Mr. J.
Yeah, say that louder next to all of the military.
You gonna tell him I took care of you?
You're so screwed.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Get off. Get off. Harley, what do you mean by that?
Don't worry, nothing happens to him. In fact, I don't think we see him anymore for the rest of the movie. It was probably cut out. So Rick Flag and the Enchantress go into the city to place a bomb underneath Incubus, but the Enchantress soon abandons them to be back with her brother. Oh my god, everybody was right. That fucking walk is ridiculous.
Worldwide military is on alert. Our weapons are ineffective. I thought
this was contained.
Damn it! Where's that guy with the boomerangs when you need him? So at last, at the near 44-minute mark, the Suicide Squad is finally brought together. Shit, that sucks. It took Guardians of the Galaxy at least 10 minutes to get everyone together, and at the same time, we had their characters and personalities all figured out. We still haven't figured out anything about these characters. What the fuck? We know so little of these characters, and what little character we got are so bare-boned. Will Smith is Will Smith. Harley Quinn is crazy. Killer Croc is a Killer Croc. Captain Boomerang's an asshole. And then we get...
She had a mouth.
Slipknot! Oh my god, yes, finally! The best character in the fucking DC world is here. Fucking Slipknot, baby. Oh my god, all of you love to say, oh, who's better, Superman or Batman? I say Slipknot can kick all of their asses. Then I'm gonna be so fucking pissed off if he dies in this movie. This movie will be so irredeemable if it kills off Slipknot. I swear to god. So the Suicide Squad is giving back all their old clothes and tools back in order to fight.
What?
Seriously? We needed that? Okay. Now look, I'm not here to tell women what they should or shouldn't wear, alright? If you ladies out there want to run around the streets naked and do whatever you want, then whatever, more power to you. But you can tell just from the way this movie was shot, this was meant to be sexualized. Harley Quinn is meant to be sexualized in this movie. There's a lot of scenes and angles in this movie that makes it look at her ass and she's bending over and all that kind of stuff. Like, come on, really? Do you guys know who Harley Quinn even is? She's a victim! A mentally abused victim from a criminal that could give a rat's ass about her. And you are going to seriously sexualize that? You fucking assholes! That's sick! You know, there's a reason why Margot Robbie didn't like the clothes that she was wearing while filming this movie, and honestly, I don't blame her. I'd hate to have to wear that shit too. Especially when you know that it's only meant for like the 13-year-old boys who go to Hot Topic and think this shit is edgy. It's about as edgy as Shadow the Hedgehog with guns. So the Suicide Squad is given their mission briefing by Amanda herself.
For those of us who don't speak good guy, what is HVT1?
The only person that matters in the city, the one person you can't kill.
What, we some kind of Suicide Squad?
You're late.
What the? Why are we getting another character at the 49-minute mark? We already have so many characters we barely know. Why just throwing another one in there? I guess more is better, right?
This is Katana. She's got my back. I would advise not getting killed by her. Her sword traps the souls of its victims.
Huh. Holy shit, that sounds awesome. I hope we get to see that.
Harley Quinn, nice to meet ya. Love your perfume. What is that? The scent of death?
So the Suicide Squad heads towards the center of the city in order to fight the Enchantress, but her minions shoot them down and...
What a ride!
Yeah, they can totally survive a crash that horrible. Shit, they're not even the least bit dirty. I mean, Killer Croc, I guess I can understand, but Deadshot, Boomerang, Harley Quinn, they're not superhumans. They just happen to have extraordinary skill. And even then, you can argue they don't. Deadshot, definitely, but Harley Quinn and Boomerang, no. Of course, then again, how can a 13-year-old fap to Harley Quinn if she has a cut on her face? Like, come on. A cut on her face would just, it'd ruin it, wouldn't it?
Mind games.
What's that?
All this bombing the neck crap. That ain't real, mate. Now I'm gone, because I got a life to live. Question is, are you coming? Yeah, smart.
Hold your fire!
No! Slipknot, no! That was the best character in the movie! Are you kidding me? Alright, movie, you are officially dead to me. Nope, nothing you can do can ever redeem this. No. Fuck you, movie. You officially suck now. Fuck you.
Now that's killer app.
Apparently not, since the Emoji Movie didn't try to sell it to us or anything.
I'm gonna drop him, the sword lady, 5 or 7 of these seals. After that, I'm gonna need some help. You down?
Always. So, I'm thinking if we move together, we can kill all these guys and go our separate ways. Yeah?
Sounds good. When the time's right, you hit Flag with a fireball, he'll be too busy burning to death to have a go at us with his phone at doom.
Then what? We're criminals, you know that, right?
Yeah, it's great. Come on, do the bastard.
What did you say to him?
Nothing. Just having a laugh. Don't worry, easy.
You know, when I was told they were making a Suicide Squad movie, I didn't think there'd be a lot of walking and talking in it. I figured there'd be a story. So on their way to the center of the city, they come across some odd-looking creatures. God, finally, we're about to see a fight where the criminals can do what the military couldn't do. They're just shooting at them. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's badass, but what are they doing that the military couldn't do? Or Wonder Woman, for that matter. Oh, and also Killer Croc slams somebody. Neat.
Hey, you with some help, princess?
It's better this way. Trust me.
Oh, yeah, you're the fire bloke, eh? Yeah, hey. Well, looky here. Ooh, it's fire. Woo!
Why was that the most enjoyable moment I've seen in the movie so far? So it turns out that the Enchantress has been turning the citizens and soldiers into her minions, and just look at them. They look just like an old Yu-Gi-Oh card I used to have when I was younger.
Seriously.
Well, that was a nice transition, going from a thousand-eyed monster to Harley Quinn's ass. You know, just in case the 13-year-olds out there were starting to lose their boners. So on our way to the target, we get a flashback of Harley and the Joker.
I have done everything you said, every test, every trial, every initiation. I have proved I love you.
I am not someone who is loved. I'm an idea.
My heart scares you and a gun doesn't.
Do it! Go away.
Harley, you coming?
You know, this could have been its own movie. In fact, why wasn't it its own movie? Why wasn't this the movie we got? Seriously, why wasn't Joker the main villain for this story? Just hear me out for a second. Why the fuck do we have the Suicide Squad going up against basically a god from another dimension that can destroy the entire planet using only machine guns, a mallet, and boomerangs? It's stupid, right? There's actually an animated movie out there called Assault on Arkham, which follows the Suicide Squad as they try to take down the Joker. That's a much better story for these guys. Alright, the Suicide Squad was meant to be a Black Ops team, meant to fight people like, say, the Joker, or Two-Face, the Penguin, people like that. They were meant to go up against interdimensional gods. They're not on the same playing field as someone like, say, Wonder Woman or Aquaman. It's just not gonna happen. Hell, Batman's in the movie too, voiced by the great Kevin Conroy, and he actually has a purpose in the movie. He's not there just for a brief fanservice-y cameo. Deadshot, Harley Quinn, and Captain Boomerang are all in the movie too, and they all have a point. The movie's not great, but it wasn't meant to be. It just wanted to be a fun little story of criminals fighting other criminals. Suicide Squad isn't fun. It's choppy, it's boring, and it doesn't make a lick of sense. So, after the flashback, guess what we get? No, seriously, guess what we get? More walking and talking.
Why do you need people?
Give me power.
Because this is a sewer too. Only with nice shops and restaurants, right?
Why?
Because I'm bored.
I need a victim, a mind to pry apart and spit in.
Just leave it, mate. She's a rabbit hole. Don't fall in.
Japanese, female, mid-20s, 5'5", good health, athletic, and...
Harley, don't you stop acting like a drunken stripper.
You want to tell me what the hell's going on then? Because I smell a rat.
Oh shit! Things are actually happening! The fight scene here is too heavily edited and too poorly shot to be truly effective. Half the time you can barely tell what's going on and who's in danger, eliminating any suspense the fight has. But hey, sparks are flying, guns are blazing, there's action and stuff! Woo! Yay! It's a fun little fight scene, isn't it? Jesus, and people get Marvel shit for its fight scenes, but at least you can see what the hell's going on in them.
Let me fight! You die, we die! Clear! Everyone move out!
Oh, real nice editing there, movie. Everyone's surrounding Rick in this scene with Harley Quinn on his right, but in the next scene, Harley Quinn's on his left, and everyone's broken away from him? Movie, it shouldn't be that hard. I mean, I get movie making's hard, costs a lot of money, takes a lot of time and effort, but it shouldn't be that hard to stay focused.
Where you been, homie? This ain't my fight. You know what? You don't stand for shit. You ain't about shit.
Is this really the time for this? You're being fucking shot at!
You wanna see something? Yo, yeah, I wanna see something. Yes, I wanna see something.
You know, I'm not surprised he stopped being a pacifist for 2 whole seconds there. I mean, he killed his family, swore to be a pacifist, and then out of nowhere decided to eliminate an entire field of prisoners. And then went back to being a pacifist. You know, to be fair though, let's give him some credit. I don't really know the story behind that whole prison yard thing. Maybe they were tapping him on the head and just annoying him a little bit. Maybe that's what set him off. So after finally reaching the building, we get another flashback to Harley and the Joker. Which leads me to talk about probably the worst aspect of the Suicide Squad movie, how it horribly handles the relationship between Harley and the Joker.
Would you live?
Okay, first of all, what happened? Earlier in the movie we saw that Joker wanted nothing to do with Harley, and then we cut to a scene where it's like, will you live for me? And it's like, wait, are we missing a scene where Harley proved herself to Joker, where now Joker is interested in letting Harley in? Or was that cut out of the movie too? Why? No, seriously, why? Why did you bastards feel the need to not only sickeningly sexualize someone in an abusive relationship, but to also romanticize said relationship too? It's so evil. Joker and Harley Quinn's relationship is not a healthy one, and the animated series where Harley was first introduced knew that!
Hi, Puddin'! You're just in time to see the... But Puddin', I don't understand. Don't you want to finally get rid of Batman?
Only if I do it, idiot!
Now, calm down, Puddin'.
You've forgotten what I told you a long time ago. One of the painful truths of comedy. You always take shots from folks who just don't get the joke. And don't call me Puddin'.
Harley Quinn is a tragic character. She fell in love with a psychopath who could care less about her, beats her whenever he felt necessary, left her behind often, and almost killed her at least a dozen times. Harley Quinn isn't a fan favorite because she had sexy outfits. It's because despite her tragic beginnings, over the years, she began to pick herself back up. She had a quirky personality that blended perfectly with her insanity, but it was her good heart that balanced perfectly with it. She became, for the most part, a perfect anti-hero. And it was all because of that bad relationship. This, romanticizing their relationship, straight up betrays what was so inspiring about Harley in the first place. But hey, I bet you guys got exactly what you wanted, didn't you? Yeah, I bet you guys got that big fat check from Hot Topic, right? Now they can sell posters, t-shirts, you get to see more of those pictures on Twitter and Facebook saying, oh, it's such a cute relationship, I'll be his Harley Quinn if he's my Joker and stuff, even though in reality the relationship is actually really bad, really unhealthy, very unsafe, and all around dangerous. But hey, I bet you guys got exactly what you wanted. A big fat Hot Topic check from 13-year-old fanboys wanting to jerk off to Harley Quinn. Yeah, you guys got exactly what you wanted. You fucking assholes, I hope you all fucking die.
You ever been in love?
Nah, never.
Bullshit.
Oh, fuck you, movie! You're really gonna give us a scene like that? That if this relationship was treated properly, this would have been a better movie? No, fuck you! So the Suicide Squad reaches their destination only to find out that their mission all along was saving Waller.
Got lucky. I don't do luck. I do planning and precision.
Admit it, Rick. I was right.
You wanna fucking say that again, Amanda? Only this time without sounding like a fucking condescending bitch? Don't fucking phrase your Suicide Squad when the witch that you put on said team is the reason why you're all in this mess in the first place. This is all your fault! Movie, we get it. Amanda's a bitch. You don't need to hammer that shit in anymore. Look, believe it or not, this movie's about the bad guys, I get it, but we still need at least one good guy in it. Alright? But hey, that's how this movie is, right? They're either too bland to remember or so horribly unlikable we can't forget them. Right? So the Suicide Squad gets Waller to the roof only to find that the helicopter that's supposed to pick them up has been stolen by the Joker. And let's be honest, am I the only person that has to ask how the fuck that happened? It was cut out, wasn't it?
Deadshot! Shoot that woman right now!
I got a contract. Kill Harley Quinn. Do it for your freedom and your kid.
Oh, she did.
Typical. Of course they're not going to kill off their golden girl. Why would they? The 13-year-olds can't jerk off to a dead body. But in all honesty, it doesn't make any sense. Deadshot and Harley have only spoken to each other 3 times in the movie, and that's about it. Harley should mean absolutely nothing to Deadshot. He just threw away both his freedom and his daughter for a girl he barely knows. Good one, dude. It may have been the right thing to do, but it wasn't the Deadshot thing to do.
You got all dressed up for me?
Oh, you know I'd do anything for you.
By the way, I've got some grape soda on ice and a bearskin rug waiting.
Yeah?
Yeah, just kinda gonna, you know, yeah.
This bird is baked.
And just for that bad joke, you get double the bird. Fuck you, movie. That was awful. Yeah, she's, dead. Alright, it's twice now she should be dead. How fucking dumb do you think we are, movie? How fucking dumb. Also, I love the fact that it's him dying that breaks Harley's heart, not the fact that he's an abusive asshole. Just wanted to make that point again. I felt I needed to. So Amanda is taken off the roof and the Suicide Squad... Well, she's definitely dead. So hearing that Waller's been taken down, the Suicide Squad has to go pick her up and...
Hey guys, I'm back.
Oh, how nice. Harley not only got off that roof, but she decided not to run away since that chip in her neck is disabled. And, well, she has to be here because then the 13-year-olds will be pissed off. So, after investigating the crash and finding that Waller's been taken, Deadshot makes a shocking discovery.
3 days ago, a non-human entity appeared in the subway stations.
So Waller sent me and a woman with incredible abilities.
Enchantress.
A witch. See, nobody could get near this thing, but the witch could. Needless to say, the whole thing was a bad idea.
She bolted!
Shit.
And that's how she escaped from Waller. So now you know.
Okay, so now they know the real mission, but what does it matter? They never met the Enchantress once throughout the entire movie, and they should have known at this point they're fighting something supernatural, since they're fighting Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters. It just... what does this matter? I mean, sure, they needed to learn the truth sooner or later, but, again, what does that matter in the long run?
You can just kill me right now, but I'm gonna have a drink.
Deadshot, I need your help.
No, sir. You need a miracle.
Oh, that's right. We gotta have that scene where the heroes give up all hope and they think it's impossible. And hey, didn't Guardians of the Galaxy do something like this too? Katana, why the fuck are you giving up? You were on the military side. You should have already known that. So, after an hour and a half in this movie, we have that scene where everyone's given up, and then we suddenly get El Diablo's backstory.
Hey. This is our home.
You put that back where you found it.
I'm taking my kids to Mom's.
You ain't taking my kids nowhere!
See, when I get mad, I lose control, you know, I don't know what I do. Till it's done.
Yeah, honor to the fact that you're a fucking hypocrite who became a pacifist, killed an entire prisoner, and then chose to become a pacifist again. Yeah. I also love the fact that we're learning this shit an hour and a half in! But of course, Rick has to come back in and try to convince the squad to help him one more time.
You're free to go.
Alright, that was a pretty good joke actually. I'll give you credit for that movie.
Your daughter writes you every day.
Why the fuck do you even have those? But apparently, the letters to Deadshot are enough to convince everybody to rejoin the Suicide Squad.
I'm going with you.
You got this.
I'm not asking, bruh. I live underground. Y'all are just tourists.
Oh, of course it's in a flooded tunnel, because Killer Croc's been completely worthless this entire movie so far.
Man who killed her husband used that sword. His soul's trapped inside of it.
That is literally the only scene Katana gets for development in the entire movie. And when am I gonna see that cool soul-sucking sword in action?
I thought love was bullshit. Dead serious. Desire, mutual benefit, whatever. I mean, I get that, but actual love? I mean, I rated that with UFOs. And then I met June.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're talking about how great your relationship is, because we haven't seen jack shit of it yet. So the Suicide Squad is able to make it to the Enchantress's lair, but the Enchantress tries to entice them into joining her side.
I'll put the kids to sleep and then maybe we can kick it. Yeah?
Can't change what I did. And neither can you!
I killed my family and now I'm a pacifist because of it. But only once in a while when I feel like it. And if somebody taps my head, then I'm definitely not a pacifist. Either way, you can't change what I did.
It's gonna be bad. We should run.
Wow, how convenient that he suddenly has really shitty aim when earlier he was able to knock helicopters out of the sky from hundreds of feet away from him! You know, when I went and saw this movie in theaters, I actually thought at the scene that Killer Croc was just killing the other soldiers for no reason. It wasn't until I watched CinemaSins video that I found out that those were the monsters that the Enchantress created. Yeah, those are the monsters they're fighting. That's how poorly edited this shit is.
We gotta get him in that corner. That's where the bomb will be.
I'll do it. I'll get him there. I lost one family. I ain't gonna lose another one.
You guys are not a family. Not even remotely close. To be considered a family, you gotta have a bond, a friendship, and actually spend time together. You guys have barely done any of these things.
Ahora sí, cabrón.
I've got nothing to say. This is actually kind of awesome.
Diablo, get clear! Get out of there! Blow it! Now, GQ, now.
No!
Get the chingaste away.
Seriously? It just takes a bit of C4 to kill what's basically a god? Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that. So, with Incubus dead, now it's the Enchantress's turn to fight. Don't you just love the fact that these guys can fight what's basically a god with a baseball bat, some guns, boomerangs, and their bare fists? God, where's Goku when you need him? At least he can actually fight a god.
Uh-oh. Sorry.
Are you fucking kidding me, movie?
Enough!
Come on, what? So Harley cuts out the Enchantress's heart, and it's up to Deadshot to destroy the weapon.
Please, Daddy, don't do it. The only way for us to be together is if you don't pull the trigger. Daddy, I love you. Please, don't do this.
My god. The illusion of my daughter's an even worse actress than the real daughter. Nah, screw this, I'm blowing it up.
Let me join my brother.
I don't know.
Yes, because why wouldn't we use that soul-sucking sword that they actually brought up in the movie? I mean, it's not like we wanted to see that happen or anything.
You bring June back. You bring her back.
She's not coming back.
I'll crush this.
Do you hear me?
June.
Oh, of course she's alive. I mean, we can't have that sacrifice Rick just made right there mean anything, right? Oh god, is this fucking movie over yet?
We just saved the world. I think you would be nice.
Thank you.
So we did all of this and we don't get shit.
10 years off your prison sentences.
Nah, that's not enough. I'm seeing my daughter.
That can be arranged.
Oh man, this sucks. I can't believe I have to actually reward you for saving the world and everything. I mean, you didn't have to, you're criminals, but still, I guess it's a nice thing I have to do. God, I'm just such a fucking bitch. So yeah, the movie is just about over. Everybody goes back to prison, they're rewarded for their actions. Well, gee, I wonder who this guy is. I mean, it's not like you'd put the guy's name on his uniform before he took his mask off. God, this would be like at the end of Empire Strikes Back, where Darth Vader's fighting Luke, and before he says, "No, I am your father," he were to come out on that platform with a t-shirt that said #1 Dad on it. God. Is it over yet? Is the movie over yet? Please let it be over.
Let's go home.
Oh, thank God it's over. This movie had 4 executive producers. No, 5 executive producers? What the fuck? There's a lot wrong with Suicide Squad, and I think a lot of that just has to do with the fact that DC just didn't believe in themselves that much. They saw that Marvel was doing well with Deadpool, and Batman vs. Superman wasn't. They got scared, so what did they do? They made reshoots. They changed the script. They chose to pander to their fans with sexy clowns rather than give them a good film experience. Now, don't get me wrong, when fan service is done right, there's little to complain about, and I'd be lying if I said that nothing in this movie entertained me.
Pussy.
I will knock your ass out. I do not care that you're a girl.
You're free to go.
Ahora sí, cabrón.
But it's poorly edited, the script is awful, and it's so damn dark that you can barely see a thing half the time. I wanted to like Suicide Squad because it had a lot going for it. The actors were great, the soundtrack is great, but none of that matters because DC just didn't believe in themselves to make a good movie. Which is a shame because they can make good movies. They have before, and they made a really good one with the recent Wonder Woman film. All I'm saying is, DC, you don't have to worry about Marvel, alright? Sure, their movies are great, but you can make good movies too. You've proven that time and time again. So, all I'm asking is that you just believe in yourselves, alright? You don't need to pander to your fans, we already love you. All you have to do is just make movies. Don't cater to your fans by giving them sexy clowns. Just focus on making a good movie. That's all you gotta do. My name is RaisorBlade, and as always, rock on.